So, Brandon, I'm so happy to see you today. First off, I just want to say how great it was working with you, and I so appreciate you for recommending me to Brian as well. And I'm so happy for him as well. So, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Of course, and thank you. And of course, I would recommend Brian. I'd recommend anybody. Working with you was the greatest thing I could have done just in terms of making me more professional and working more towards a career. I really think it did great things. And with working and outside work too, I think it's both helped me.
Oh, Brandon. Well, I had like a list of questions, but screw that. I want to hear. Now you got me interested. Tell me what, working together has done for you in your professional life. And I'm obviously, in your career and your professional life. Tell me what that has done for you.
Well, just in a professional matter, I think confidence was one of the biggest things. Is I think I'm more confident in myself when I'm speaking to others, and that goes with working with people or delegating tasks to other people. I think it's really done a great job, and even outside of the office, and just I think just going throughout my normal day, I think confidence has been a great build from working with you, and I think it's made me better altogether.
Wow. I know, Brandon, when we first started working together, there was a place that you really wanted to work. And the year before, well, I guess when you interviewed, didn't really turn out the way that you wanted. And then you went back after we worked together. Tell me a little bit about what that looked like for you differently. What came across for you?
I think differently, I was able to look at it in a different perspective where I knew myself I could get the job. I know I could work there. That gave me the confidence to do it. So I think the second part of it was really being able to express myself and my story, which give it all to you again. Even throughout all my interviews, I heard you in the back of my head more, and just be more descriptive, make them feel it. And I think that really stuck with me.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And so are you managing some people in your new job in terms of your communication? What is that doing for you?
Not managing yet, hopefully, but
I know you want that.
I'm working with others, been given a lot of responsibility recently, so I think it's all helping.
Oh, that's so great. I'm so happy for you. Tell me a little bit about like you going to school. Did you feel like you got this in school and were you a little anxious like knowing that you got to come out and kind of get a career? Can you tell me a little bit about what that felt like? Was there anybody at college that you felt you could go to interview?
So coming out of college, I think that's a big thing nowadays where, that's the big stressor is okay, you finish school, go get that job. And that definitely stuck with me and that's something I wanted to do. Throughout school in terms of speaking with people about getting jobs, not too many people. I did reach out to my guidance counselor a couple of times and spoke with her, but it was something I kind of went on about my own, and then I stumbled across you, which was great because I think from there everything really took off.
That's great. And what do you think the difference was for you in that? Like when we worked together, what were the things that you were looking to really achieve for yourself?
So for myself, when I came across you, it wasn't for me, it wasn't resume building. It was more of, okay, I haven't had that formal interview yet. How's it gonna go? What am I gonna be asked? How am I supposed to answer? And that was the biggest thing for me. And I really think, you nailed it on the head. And from that, just working with you and only working with you, I think the three times altogether
No.
was I felt great after.
Oh,
And
that's
going through the interviews after that first round, no, wasn't really anxious. I was just ready to go.
Oh, that's so great. I remember now, like it was just 3 times and you were going for your interview. I'm like, "Oh my god, I hope he's ready. I hope he's ready." But you took it on so quickly. I mean, you were really determined, like kind of frustrated because of what had happened the year
hmm
before. And tell me a little bit like how you interviewed at that first time and again, just kind of what it was like this time. Like when the first time you went, what were you thinking? How was it just like, "Oh, I don't know these questions." Like, what was it for you?
So a lot of it was, I would say, I was prepared but not prepared. Kind
Yeah.
of like I had the tool bag, I didn't have the tools in it. And through going to school, that helped. And then meeting you and learning all the different things, I think I was just constantly adding to that tool bag, and then eventually it led to me being ready to go.
Oh,
I
that's
just
so
think that first time I just wasn't ready for it.
yeah, because did the questions throw you off or, like, "Who are you? Tell me what your strengths are." You were probably going,
Exactly.
"I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I'm good at this."
Exactly. It was very bland. I'm like, oh, yeah, I like to do this and that. And, this is me, go to college, all that. And then I met you, and you're like, okay, not good enough, add to it. Tell me why, and just add to that story, paint a picture. And that's what really stuck with me of, you know what, I do have to kind of convince these people that they do want to hire me.
Right. And when you were in the interview, did anybody say to you afterwards, like, "Oh, that was a great story," or, "Oh, I really" after you got hired, did anybody say, "We chose you over 50,000 other people because" did you ever get any feedback?
I did get some feedback more towards the end. They didn't share too much feedback only because it was the interview process and it is confidential up to a point. But, a lot of them they were happy to hear my story. They're happy that I was able to share this story, and they were happy that I was comfortable enough to share it.
Wow. And how has that helped you with, like, what you're doing now in the job? Like, I know you work with different clients and things like that, which you were always really good at. When you were doing that one-on-one with clients. Have
Mhm.
you been able how has that expressed itself with clients?
So I think I've always been pretty good with working with people one on one, and I
Yeah.
think through just different things, working with you, working jobs in the past, I really think it's all added on to. I'm very comfortable having the conversation with people. I'm comfortable going into a meeting. All that anxiety is really past for me. Where now I'm
Oh.
able to have a meeting with multiple people and I can run the meeting and not be too scared. Obviously, you get those jitters at first, but after a minute, it goes away.
Wow, that's huge, and for someone so young as yourself, and it sounds like because of all of that, they're looking to give you more responsibility.
Yes. So as of right now, they have trusted me with a good amount of stuff, but I am looking in the future, hopefully, to move on up. I want to move on more to a manager position, like I always like to talk to you about. That's always what
Yeah.
I envision for myself. So, staying towards that goal, and that's all I want.
Oh, that's so fabulous. And, from what we talked about what you wanted to do in life, now that you're in the job, because sometimes people get in the jobs and then they go, oh, I thought I wanted this, but I don't want this anymore because now I'm having an experiential experience with it. Because you seem really dead set on
hmm
what you're doing now. Now being in it, do you still feel like this is for you? This is, wow, you made the right choice. This is what you studied for, etc.
Yes, it still do believe that what I decided to do in college and after college, I think there was all the right move for me. I think I am where I'm supposed to be. I do love where I am, and I think that's all very big.
Oh my god, and I bet you feel, Brandon, when you speak to other kids who wanna be kind of in your shoes, loving their career coming out of
hmm
college, which, by the way, is a rarity today, as we know, because you did the right thing. Do you have any words of wisdom for your friends with regard to that?
So I brought Brian to you. That was my biggest thing when he came to me. He had the stress. He's not graduating yet, but he wanted that internship. My first thought was go meet with Deborah. She's gonna help. She's gonna answer your questions. She's gonna get you where you want to be. Words of wisdom is really go for what you want, but you always need the little help. So that's why I sent them right to you. He knew what he wanted. I said, now go to her. She's gonna help you get the rest.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Yeah, it's very different. You guys were very different,
hmm
but again, just wanting something and he did write to me yesterday that he did accept PwC, which was
Yes,
his
I heard.
dream. It's amazing. And you know what's amazing, Brandon? I mean, too, your background, a little bit of just being in sales, like nothing that you were really doing, what you
hmm
wanted to do. How do you feel like you were able to like from our storytelling, what did you discover about yourself in in what you wanted to be doing?
So from my old positions through things such as sales, I really think it's just the
Mm,
communication aspect. I think especially most businesses today, communication is key. You have to be able to speak to people, you have to be able to feel people out, and I really think that's a great thing to have.
Yeah, you were always really good at that. You're
Thank you.
really it's funny because too, with him being working at Salt and the caddy thing, I'm thinking,
Mhm.
"Oh my god," you know, to be honest with you, there's kids who've been in the field a lot, but it just shows you that knowing who you are and knowing what your story is can trump what you've been doing.
Exactly.
That's amazing. I wanted to ask you also, um, so when you received that phone call, or that
Mhm.
email, I know we were going back and forth and I was so excited. What did that feel like to you? Or did you when you left that interview that day, did you get this feeling like I nailed that or did you
So,
yeah, tell me.
leaving the interview, I did feel good, but I was anxious, like I said, that was my first time around really doing formal interviews, especially with all my old jobs, but getting that email was just a game changer for me. I remember getting it. My heart kind of dropped a little bit. I was like, this could either be a good email or a bad email. I opened it. I was ecstatic. I mean, I was calling people immediately. I called you, I think, 10 minutes after I got the email.
You did.
I'm not even supposed to call you. I called you right away.
What do you mean you're not supposed to call me? Of course you're supposed to call me. I wait for all of you kids to, like, make me the call. It's like, like you had a burnt baby or something. I was so happy for you. So did it say, like, congratulations and
It said, went through like a whole paragraph, and then it finally said, congratulations. Kept you on the edge a little bit.
oh my god. So I'm just so happy for you. I wish you continued success. There's no one that deserves it more than you. And I'm just so happy for you. Did you move into the city, or are you still living on Long Island and coming in, or
So I'm
yeah,
still living in Long Island currently.
okay. Are you looking
Yes.
to try to move in the city with some friends or something, or no?
I think I'm gonna stay in Long Island. All my family's over here.
Yeah, I
I'd
know you
rather stay over here.
good. How's the commute, though? It's not that bad?
Not that bad. I'm getting used to the train. It's not the biggest deal. It was that or driving. It was gonna be one or the other either way.
Oh god. Are you in Memorial well, I don't wanna say, are you at he'll edit that. Are you on the east side? Or are you on the west side
The
one?
east side.
The one like, 70 whatever, right?
So yes, it's a different building. I'm not that building.
Okay, yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I lived by there. I lived on
Oh,
72nd
really?
York in the river, so I knew
Okay. Yes, I have a friend that used to live over there. He just moved, but he lived right over there. I know there's like that whole little community area.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's so funny. Oh my god. Brandon, I'm so glad you came on today. I so appreciate everything you've done for
Of
me,
course.
and I'm so grateful for you, and thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me, and you
No
look
worries.
amazing, by the way.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, and I look forward to hearing about all your successes in the future.
Of course, I'll always be reaching out to you.
Thank you. Have a great day.